Hello and welcome back to Building on a Budget Models. I'm Thomas and today we're going to be unboxing this. It's the Airfix 1/72nd scale RNLI Severn Class Lifeboat. That's the Royal National Lifeboat Institute. As you can see here, there's a lovely photo of the real ship, and over here, as the RNLI are a charity, a minimum of £1.25 from the sale of this product, misspelled that, will be paid in support of the RNLI. Now, I actually bought this from a Lifeboat Institute shop itself, so I presume it was more than that. If you look on the side here, a bit of information about the boat, another picture of it, information about the charity, recommended Humbrol paint codes, information on the side in various languages, cartograph decals, which is good. Got an instruction booklet, screws, all in one bag, and quite a large decal sheet there. Founded in 1824, the RNLI is a unique charity. Funded by public donations, it provides 24/7 search and rescue services around the coastlines of the UK and Republic of Ireland. It designs and builds its own lifeboats, and the vast majority of its lifeboat crew members are volunteers, ordinary people from all walks of life who give up their time to help others. As well as lifeboats, the RNLI provides a beach lifeguard service. The charity also works to improve water safety through education and awareness campaigns, as well as sharing its expertise with life-saving organisations overseas. For more information, visit rnli.org, and there is a link in the description down below. So if we look at this, the Severn Class Lifeboat is the largest lifeboat in the RNLI fleet, introduced into the fleet in 1995. As an all-weather lifeboat, she can take on the worst sea conditions and comes into her own on long offshore searches and rescues. When lives are at risk out at sea, time is of the essence. With a top speed of 25 knots and a range of 250 nautical miles, the Severn Class Lifeboat can reach casualties fast in calm or rough seas. She carries a small, powered Y-boat, ideal for rescues near rocks and shallow waters, and can be launched using the Severn's integral crane. The kit in the box enables a fully detailed model of this RNLI lifeboat to be built. Full detail of the outside deck, hull and fittings are included, and by removing the cabin roof, a fully detailed interior can be viewed. The decal scheme will allow any one of the current operational RNLI Severn Class lifeboats to be modelled. You can see here there's options if you want to put it on a kind of base where you could cut out and kind of submerge the bottom of the hull. Then here there are stand parts. So some parts in here, you can see the numbers in these circles are the part numbers, and the smaller numbers here are Humbrol paint codes. So part of the structure has been omitted to show you more clearly the inside here. You can see what that would look like there. The addition of some of these window parts here. Now, there aren't actually all of these antennae parts included in the kit, so I suppose that, and the rigging as well, so I suppose that you could add these parts potentially. I might get some thin metal rod perhaps to try and recreate that. And there's the final page. Then you've also got this sheet here which goes into more detail with the colours and also the Humbrol paint codes, and over here, interestingly, it's got the numbers for all of the different locations, so you can recreate all of these different lifeboats. Big bag with all of the parts in here. It feels very substantial. You can see part of the hull here. It's got a slight texture to it, like sort of fins. There's the motor for the Y-boat. Some of these parts are very thin, so you want to be careful. Little bit of flash in places, but not too bad. Nice amount of detail here on the kind of superstructure with doors and windows. And you can see here these little slots where the glass parts will fit in. So another very large sprue here, so you've got all of the decking, steps and some moulded detail here, which is quite nice. Lots of little holes for you to fit the guardrails and things like that. I believe this is the roof of the superstructure. So got part of the Y-boat here, which goes into, I think that's the back of the ship, or stern I should say. And then things like ladders, lots of other thin parts that we'll need to be very careful of. But yeah, nicely moulded. Not much flash on the parts themselves, which is always nice. This one's got some incredibly thin guardrails, and obviously there is a bit of flash on some of those, so we'll need to be careful. Got propellers here, which is nice. Lots more guardrails, very, very thin, very fine, so we'll need to watch out for those. You see on the other side, we've got loads of seats here for the interior. It's really nice that they've added that interior detail. I think these are life rings. Yeah, so lots of nice detail. There's even an axe there that kind of strapped onto the wall, so that's a really cool addition. It might be the steering wheel. So here we are. This is part of the stand, and then we've got sort of more interior parts. Got things like the doors. I think the anchor is over here. Ah, the anchor is snapped. That's a shame. Okay, well I'll make sure to fix that. Yeah, so we've got the underside of the hull here. Yeah, so doors, as you said, there's the crane. I think his sort of like control panels, and there's a monitor there. These boxes. There's the window for the front of the superstructure. It's disappointing about the anchor. We'll have to fix that. Searchlights here, but yeah, really substantial. Very disappointed about that anchor though. Then we've got a small sprue of clear parts. I think these are entirely windows, but obviously at this scale it's quite nice that they give you these, so hopefully they shouldn't be too hard to put into place. And they're very nice and clear. You can see through them really well. It's always good to see. And then finally we've got the decals. So this is cartograph decals. Really, really nice, clear and crisp. Got loads of numbers so that you can recreate any of the lifeboats listed. And you can see here all of these different places. Now, lifeboats are normally named after some people who donated money to it. They've not recreated all of those nameplates. They've just got RNLB, which is Royal National Lifeboat. I suppose, since I print decals, I could print off a nameplate to go with one of these. At the moment, I'm thinking of going for Yarmouth. That's the Yarmouth in the Isle of Wight, because I used to go on holidays to the Isle of Wight. Also went on holidays to Great Yarmouth, but it's not that one. That's in Norfolk. So yeah, lots of choices there. As you can see, really nicely printed. Also, I think this is a spare of this yellow and red strip, so that's a nice feature. So there we have it. This is my first ever ship. Quite a substantial one to start with. Even if it is at 1/72nd scale, it's pretty massive. So yeah, something to look forward to. I know that the lifeboats are kept really, really nice and clean, so there won't be any weathering to this. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. Let me know if you've built one of these before, what you thought, and I'll see you soon.